moment, we are now going to have another book review from Miss Sherry C. Wary. I have been knowing Sherry now for years. She is an amazing person. She is the CEO of Sherry Wary Consultants, and also just launched a brand new platform for women, the Women Preachers Network, which is absolutely amazing and phenomenal. So at this time, please let us receive Sherry Wary. Welcome, Sherry, and thank you. All right, let me
There you
move
go. Scooch over to your
over.
left. There you go. You're looking great, darling.
All right, so hello everyone. First, let me say congratulations to Atiya. I am so proud of you with launching not just this conference Position for Love, but also for your book, No Green Beans. Definitely looking forward to the impact that you will continue to have to empowering women, and specifically in the area of being positioned for love. Let me also say that it's so important to connect with individuals who have the experience and expertise. You all have heard that several times mentioned today. I want to reiterate that. But I also want to add to that that Atiya is a person who has the expertise and experience to be able to talk confidently about this subject and provide you with the tools and strategies that you need. And one of the most immediate tools that you have access to is the No Green Beans book. So if you have not gotten your copy, you want to make sure that you do that so you can have the practical tools of how you can do the work to be positioned for love. I also want to point out that I love the metaphor that Atiya has used for this book. We're talking about the five-course dining experience. It is so creative, it's innovative, but it also is easy to understand. And so she walks you through the five-course dining experience, but then she gives the application, a practical application of how you can apply the five-course dining experience to your strategy to be positioned for love. There's so many awesome things mentioned in the book. I do have some notes here because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So I'll just mention just a few of the things. One, I love the fact that she sets the stage with a strong foundation and talking about the importance of really doing the inner work. She talks about how you can be an adult woman in one area, but you can be a 5-year-old girl in the next. And so she goes on to talk about ways of how you can transition to be whole and holistic in every single area of your life. She also talks about how you treat others is a reflection of really the inner work that is necessary for yourself and how you view yourself. And so if you're having difficulties navigating relationships, that's a clear sign that there is some healing work that needs to be done within yourself. She also talks about the importance of healing so that you can present the best of you, not the rest of you. Again, heal so that you can present the best of you and not the rest of you. As women, so many times we get so caught up in getting familiar and accustomed to our pain, getting familiar with settling, getting familiar with not getting everything that we need. But what happens when you do that, and Atiya addresses this in the book, is that you end up giving the rest of yourself. And so the world is not having that five-course experience of the totality of all that you have to offer the world. And so it's so necessary to go through the steps to heal. So again, you can present the best of you and not just the rest of you. In the chapter that she talks about dining etiquette, she talks about how there's a proper way to communicate, asking what's the pronunciation of a dish when you don't know it. And so this is a metaphor for the importance of being able to first know your worth, and then secondly, being able to communicate it. Communication is so key to being able to successfully navigate any relationship, but it's also crucial rather when you're going through that dating process. And she talks about that in No Green Beans, and how communication can either allow you to continue to be successful as you're trying to be positioned for love, or how it can be a barrier if you have not effectively mastered being able to communicate your worth to those who show an interest in you. She also talks about the importance of boundaries and how boundaries are necessary so that you don't waste time, you don't get your heart hurt unnecessarily. And then lastly, in this chapter, where she talks about it's titled No Shirts, No Shoes, No Service. She gives an amazing story about talking about GPS and this experience she had traveling with someone she's dating. You have to get the book if you want to know the story, because I'm not going to tell you right here. But what I will point out from that metaphor is that it really talks about how it's not just enough to have the destination that you desire to have the destination of wanting to be married, of having a loving and fruitful relationship. It's really important for you to also analyze the journey that you are taking to get there. Because what does it mean if you get to that destination of being married, but the journey there was risky and you end up being tattered and worn and abused? And so being tattered and worn, that's a sign that you have settled. That's a sign that you are accepting inconsistencies. It's a sign that you are not getting back what you have invested in your potential partner. And so it's so important for you to not just be aware of where this man wants to lead you, but also you're aware of how he wants to get there. Because you don't want to get there again tattered and worn. You want to get there whole and thriving so that you can continue to be the 5-course woman experience even after you miss or get to that destination of love. So Atiya, once again, congratulations. So proud of you. So amazing to seeing you continuing to manifest your own 5-course experience, not just in the area of love, but just when it comes to the skill, the wisdom, the knowledge, the talents that God has gifted you with. So I wish and pray for you nothing but continued success. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity to be part of this conference.